G'day everybody, it's Will again from Never Odd or Even, and we're here with this week's Game of Phones. And what a week of Game of Phones we have had this week. I have to say that it's been wonderful watching all of your photos coming in, and who would have thought that asking about things that annoy you would have triggered such an incredible response. As you will recall, our Game of Phones tally from last time had us at Robin on 7, Ben 6, Zach 3 and Braden 1. And big shout out to Braden this week. I'll be talking a little bit more about Braden's podcast later on in the session today. Episode. Should I call it an episode? I don't know. I'm still coming up with language here. That's one of the brilliant things about this YouTube channel experience for me, is that it's really about feeling my way forward and working out what it is that I can and can't do, what works, what doesn't work. And I really appreciate your feedback. So please like and subscribe and comment with anything, even if you feel the comments are a bit inane. I really appreciate your comments in both the YouTube channel and on the Facebook page at Odd Rev. So, scores: Robin in front, Ben close behind, Zach coming up, and Braden on 1. Now, I'm going to go through some of these photos. Some of these photos that people have sent in about things that annoy them. The first one is from Elliott. Elliot's first time contributor to the YouTube channel, to Never Odd or Even, and Elliott is annoyed by Lego blocks left on the ground. Look at that. Haven't we all had those situations where Lego blocks have been left on the ground and we've stepped on them and ouch, my goodness, that's really painful, isn't it? Isn't that painful to have happen? Okay, so Elliott, good work for that. I'm going to give you 1 point and another point because Elliott was first. That's right. Remember, in our Game of Phones episodes, you get 1 point for contributing. Everyone who sends something in that I can put up gets a point. You get an additional point for being first and an additional point for being creative. So there's 3 points on offer there. If you can be the first person who contributes to the Game of Phones competition and you're the most creative, then you can get 3 points. So it's anyone's game. All right. Now, speaking of most creative, Adam, also a first-time contributor, gave us this one, and the chatter on the Facebook site declared that Adam certainly was the most creative contributor this time. Partly because of this foreshadowed backstory of the octopus and the jetpack that keeps coming up. You will notice the octopus and the jetpack actually exists in our Never Odd or Even logo, and it also can be found in the logo of Haven Tabletop Games. And thanks, hi to everybody in Launceston playing tabletop board games at Haven Tabletop Games. I will get around to having the octopus and jetpack story, and I may even get Adam on for that episode. We'll see how we can go. But certainly, Adam, thanks for contributing, and most creative, that's 2 points for you. Ben sent us a picture of his dirty dishes, although there was some contentiousness about the level of dirt. It could be that they've just been cleaned, although I think Ben said that they've been rinsed, so that's fine. But certainly dirty dishes mounting up do create a level of annoyance. 1 point for Ben. Thank you for your contribution. Nick has sent us, and this is another first-time entrant. Nick, thanks for sending your contribution into our Game of Phones game. I'm with you. You know, you've just finished sharpening the pencil. You've got it exactly right the way you want. You think it's in there, nice and solid. You push it down onto the paper and snap. Oh, how frustrating is that? How frustrating is that? I'm with you, Nick. That's extraordinarily frustrating. 1 point for you. Thank you. Now, for some reason, oh no, that's fine. Now, Robin, oh, it's Robin's laughing baby in there. I don't know why that's there. But Robin did send us a link in, which is not the laughing baby. That was the meme from last time. Robin's photo, which I don't know why it's not in there, appears to have been, well, is of the possums that have been attacking his lemons. That's right, Robin sent us a picture in of his lemon tree and the way in which the possums have absolutely gone through his lemons. And one of the most annoying things about possums, I would have to say, is that the possums and other animals, they just like have one bite, throw it away. One bite, throw it away. That is frustrating. So I'm sorry that I don't have that picture up there. I don't know what's happened there, but we've got Robin's meme from last time. 1 point for Robin. Okay, so that means that our new scoring brings us to Robin on 8, Ben on 7, Zach on 3, Adam 2, Elliott 2, Nick 1, and Braden on 1. So that's been really good. Now I need to tell you something really, really important, because I'm keen for this to go with this. I foreshadowed that there would be potential in the Never Odd or Even workshop for there to be some merch. That's right, some Never Odd or Even merch. And I'm pleased to say that I've been down there to have a chat with the workers in the workshop, and they have produced for me, it's fading out, here it is, a Never Odd or Even. Oh, it's not working, hang on, let me put it on, because, you know, it's just kind of not happy. Alright, that's it, a limited edition Never Odd or Even t-shirt. Yep. Now, my plan is to give this to the winner of this season. It is possible, if you are first, most creative, and you contribute, to actually get 3 points. Okay? So that means that it's still anyone's game. Well, maybe not. Nick and Braden have got a bit of work to do. But this won't be the only round either. And there will be merch. I'll be talking about pricings for merch a little bit later on. If you want to purchase one, then send me a message, then that's fine, I can do that. I'm also looking at hats, key rings, drink bottles, and mugs. So if you're interested in a piece of Never Odd or Even merch, then let me know. Alright, it's time now for us to look at the next quest in our game of phones. That's right, the next quest. And I've gone for a bit of a shuffle through, and I've found one that I really like. So here it is. Pick the emoji that best represents the judge. Me. That's right. It's all about me. Find an emoji, or maybe a series of emojis, that best represent me. Now, once again, keeping it clean, make sure it's something that I can broadcast, but put it up there on the Facebook page on OddRev, Never Odd or Even, and you'll be able to get yourself some points. So here's the call out there, everyone who's watching, pick the emoji that best represents the judge. That's me. Okay. Alright, so that's done, ready to go. Your time starts now. In roughly a week, we'll see what we found. Okay, now just moving on, just for something from my perspective. You know how I like to put my stuff in here. I had the pleasure last Friday of appearing on the Work Experience podcast with Braden French. Some of you will have seen that I've spent some time with Braden and Robin the Youngster out to dinner at a Korean restaurant. That was a couple of weeks ago as well, at Chicken and Jokbal, and that was in Hawthorne, and we really enjoyed the food there. It was really nice, and it was my first time eating Jokbal, so I was really pleased to experience that. Braden was so impressed with my ability to work as part of a podcast that he invited me to come back on a panel on this week's Work Experience podcast, which I'll put a link to below, but also on the Facebook page. talking about the Netflix series Behind the Curve. An absolutely fascinating look at the concept of belief, and the ways in which we can get so stuck in what we think we know, what we believe, without the ability to be able to incorporate new information. It seems that when we don't know very much about something, we can feel like we're a bit of an expert, but as we start to research and look into things, we discover how much we don't know. And for me, that was what was most fascinating about Behind the Curve. I want to challenge you this week, if you're watching, and there are some firmly held beliefs that you have. I want to challenge you to do some research, to check on those facts that you have amassed that help you to maintain your body of belief, whether that's about politics or religion, whether that's about the shape of the earth, whether that's about your understanding of the canon of Star Wars. Whatever it is, if you hold the belief strongly, then know that it can suffer some investigation. Know that it should be able to handle some testing. And if you find yourself in heated debate about your favourite science fiction thing, then enjoy that debate by all means. And you know me, I love a good argument about the way in which the Force operates and whether midichlorians should or should not be a thing. But be prepared to also listen and hear that another person has established as strong a belief network about that same thing in an equal or opposite way to what you have. And that's why the joy of your argument can exist. I think it's really, really important that we both hold the things that we believe to be true and listen to what other people have got to say. That another idea or an opposing viewpoint isn't a threat to our total existence, but an opportunity for us to be able to think beyond our little square of the world. So that's enough from me today. You've been here at Never Odd or Even, and I am pleased for each and every one of you that tunes in each time. Don't forget, there have been a couple of new releases this week. Another Adventures in Azeroth has come out, that wacky Jarellis, and the things that he has done. Also, we've had another Civilization 6 Discoveries and an unboxing. So check out all of those, and leave your comments and feedback. Like us on Facebook. I'm trying to create an interactive hub of community here, and so your interactions with each other are as important to me as your interactions with me and my interactions with you. So until next time, keep on gaming. This has been Will Nicholas, Never Odd or Even. Bye for now.